everyone, and welcome back to the Berserk manga read-through. That's right, a Berserk Apocalypse video in the year 2025. That's right, we're continuing the Berserk manga because it has been almost 2.5 years since I last read this manga, and since a few chapters have been released in order for me to do a bigger episode and to run through some chapters. Let's revisit an earlier Apocalypse series and continue this incredible story. It feels weird to return. It does. The last videos that we did was finishing Kentaro Miura's final work, and another video shortly after that, which was the chapters that had been done since his passing when it started up again. So we did chapters 365 to 372. So we did get a few more chapters in to read. That was April 28th of 2023. If we just held off and waited for one more chapter to come out in that video, that would have been volume 42 in its entirety there, because that is what encapsulates volume 42, 365 to 373. So today we are actually reading the final chapter in volume 42 of the Fantasia arc, and then the following chapters that we're going to read, I'm not sure if it'll be all of them, but most of them will make up volume 43. So we're planning to read up to 382 today. So that is going to be 9 new Berserk chapters. I believe next month another chapter is coming out. Hopefully that's not another situation where that's just going to be the one chapter that is in the volume. And then we wait. Then we wait for more. Of course, it's been quite some time since I've done a video. It's been quite some time since there's been any manga releases for Berserk. It's kind of interesting. We're getting chapters. I mean, they're not coming out frequently, really, at all. And I mean, there you go. That's Berserk for you. It's being continued, so we get to read it and see what happened. Like, for example, Volume 40 came out in 2018. Volume 41 came out in 2021. Volume 42 came out in 2023. And then Volume 43 is apparently releasing in about a week's time. And that's in Japanese, of course. In English... in English, takes even longer. So there you go. Like, for example, Volume 42 in English came out in March of this year, and Volume 41 was in November of 2022. So, you know, you're going to be waiting a while to get your English physical copies of the Berserk manga. But let's have a look and jump into episode 373. Last time, we were dealing with Casca being held captive by Griffith. Griffith and Zod took Casca back to Fantasia, and Guts is kind of losing himself a little bit on this ship. The boat arc resumes. We're heading back because Elf Island is simply no more. We're moving on to boat arc part 2. Let's get into it, shall we? The rusty iron rings that bind. It's dangerous out there, you know. Is that so? Serpico, huh? We've been looking for you, Isidro. Right. Need me for something? Can Shirka reach beyond on this ship where despair rises? In order to ascertain Casca's whereabouts after she was taken, Shirka needs to conduct a magic rite. Is that so? Magic, huh? In this ritual, she will enter into a deep meditative state to expand her consciousness, raising her power of perception, rather, and then... Ha! What are you even saying, man? Expanding consciousness and raising perception? I got no clue about that. Listen, Isidro, Elf Island is gone, together with the Great Spirit Tree and all the souls it supported. The witches lost their home, and many are starting to lose their power. We were lucky to be strangers to that island, and its vanishing had no particular effect on us. Ain't that swell? Let's have faith. All we can do is trust in Shirka now. We will begin the rite. Miss Farnese, just in case, please care for my body. Miss, do you really just want us to watch over you? It's important that everyone's awareness is focused in one place for this rite. Even those who have not studied the arcane arts can contribute to magic. Huh, I don't get it, but sounds good. So this is a dark art. She's not nodding off, is she? Esteemed brother, shh. Right now, Master's consciousness is expanding into the realm of the dead, or rather, a domain even deeper beyond. Quietly. Off she goes. Wow, that's sick. This is the dragon's path. It stretches on without end. I can manifest my perception beyond the horizon. What is this dense, odd gathering in the far distance? As if all the odd is flowing toward a single point. There could only be one such place within the bounds of this world. And there, surely there. Oh, we're witnessing the darkness raising from the sword here. A lot of good sound effects here. A lot of laughing. Look at this beautiful boy. That's a good doggy right there. Sitting on top of our Dragon Slayer. You want it, don't you? Power! Ooh, we're gonna make him give in to the suit. We're gonna make him give in to the armor. Ooh, okay. What a shot there. Holy fuck. Ooh. And then Griffith appearing on top of the sword. He's like repeating that encounter. And then he vomits. Awesome. Clang, dropping that sword to the ground. You cannot deny me. That brand limits you. You cannot deny me. That flesh restrains you. Your flesh, your blood, the creaking of your bones, your pain, even your soul. Yield them to me, your all. If you do. Oh. We're under attack right now. What's this? Smoke bomb! Ah, yes, of course. But of course. Licking their blades in sweet anticipation as they begin to raid. Well, good luck. You've got to fend them off while Shirka does her magic right. Jesus. Again, we have, the Berserk story in a way where it's not a lot of dialogue. Not a lot of dialogue. We're focusing on the art here. The art tells the story. It's just the sound effect manga. Trapped, both body and soul. What fate awaits the party? To be continued. Yeah, we'll see how this guy goes. He's not doing so hot. Little Mr. Guts over here. I assume he's probably going to have to give in order to fend off all of our pirate raiders here. I don't think there's going to be any other way that we're going to have to fend off all these men. We need the 100-man Slayer back. Very interesting chapter, this one. Starting off with a lot of dialogue and then kind of devolving into more of the internalized feelings and then the combat doing the talking, the artwork doing the talking. So that was chapter 373, and that is actually the end chapter of volume 42, which is ending on a everyone's getting fucked up, to be continued. Let's check out episode 374. Episode 374 is the sleeping black beast, but biding its time? Alright, here we go. It's so nice that I get to just continue right away. Instead of having to wait, we can resume this cliffhanger immediately. They're under attack. There's a shit ton of them. Yeah, we're gonna need you to wake up, Guts. They got boat-mounted ballistas. So there's like smoke bombs attached to the chains, so they go in and then they activate. Like these, that's kind of genius. The way that you just send them into the hull of the ship, smoke everyone out, and they're chasing them. What was that noise? Oi, 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 did Shika bungle it? Lady Farnese. Sounds like trouble. To the stateroom, below deck. How do these guys not pick up on all of this shit that's going on right now? What? How did Serpico not even pick up on this? Bro is attuned to the wind. We've been boarded? This is rather unfortunate. We're in the middle of a magical rite and I left the sword in the stateroom. If I'm unarmed, I'll just have to... Down here, Serpico! Okay, do some fancy footwork. He's gone. It's actually kind of crazy. You'd think that with all of that, like, that fuss, they would have heard all of that shit. Because it happened so fast, they couldn't even tell. Thank you, Isidro. The stateroom was just below us. We're close. Isidro! Yeah! Kicks him in the face. Alright, cool. Guess he fell in the water. They're raiders. No doubt masters of infiltration. Remain vigilant. Yeah. Remain vigilant as they're like basically grappled and hooked onto the back of the ship. The lock is... the window won't open. They smash it open. Smash it open. Yeah, that's fucked. You can see Serpico in the window in the top. Lady Farnese! Come on, mate, smash that window open. I forgot that dude was on the ship. I forgot he was there. Maybe he'll do something. Maybe he'll do something, guys. It's not what it looks like. We were just discussing who takes next watch. What is this? Mutiny or an enemy attack? Either way, it seems God was watching, and divine retribution for our deviousness has been swift. Look, are they trying to open the door? That's where the master in black locked himself in, right? Is this going to be bad? No, they mustn't. If they open that door, the black swordsman will awaken. He'll tear them limb from limb. Yeah, that's what we're kind of counting on, buddy. I need something. I need to see it happen. They venture into the blackness. They begin to sweat. They inch ever closer into the darkness. The squeaking of rats scurrying on the floorboards, and a passed-out man wielding a giant slab of iron too big to be called a sword. And they all hesitate and kick his hand away. And as they flinch, he's trembling. He's trying to get back up, and then he falls back down again. Guts is sleeping right now, everybody. Just leave him be right now. He doesn't quite understand the urgency of the situation. They motion to put the beast in chains. And then they get smashed? Question mark? The artwork is not super clear. I guess we'll find out. Swash is that's all we know. All we know, guys. Swash. I'll say it again. I'm Roderick, captain of this ship. Let go. Crap. Isidro. I do not know who you are, but hear this. I don't care what happens to us, but don't lay a finger on the women and children. Is it no use? I can't understand what they're saying. Which has made me realize their unfamiliar tongue, their equipment. This lot are soldiers of the Kushan Empire. Doesn't help me understand what they're talking about, though. Kushan? Quiet down. Captain, we're in the middle of the ocean, far from land. Surely the Kushan can't have expanded their reach into the waters of East. It would mean that having conquered Midland, they are now invading neighboring countries. That kind of sustained advance would require the support of a powerful fleet, the range of which would, in theory, further expand in turn. A Kushan navy. This isn't funny. You mean the Kushan who attacked Vitranus that night picked up on our trail? That has to be it. That night was also foggy like tonight. There were frightful beasts and fire. They set fire to the city. The Kushan. Their cruelty is legendary. There's no atrocity that's beyond them. We've been captured by cold-blooded savages. They'll kill us. He's right, but something's off. With a force of this size, they should have been able to simply wipe us out from the start. That's right, magic. We have magic, don't we? Do something. So why didn't they? We would, but our powers vanished alongside Elf Island, and our staves have been taken. Lord Magnifico. Besides, we dislike conflict. Apologies. We're done for. This is just a bad dream. Do they have some other purpose here? Just can't think of what that would be. But I can safely say that we just might have unknowingly strayed into a strange world. Yo. Is this my boy? Has he snuck aboard? Is this my boy Rickett? Has he snuck aboard the gang? What's he gonna do? He's gonna slap Guts in the face now too. He's gonna go, I slapped Griffith and walked away alive, now I'll slap Guts. Is he gonna help us? That's actually crazy. So we've got the big boys there, and I do not remember his name, but that's our key Kushan character that has history with Guts and the big boys. We might just have unknowingly strayed into a strange world. Guts in chains, in the midst of despair, the party's fate takes a turn. So they've all got... This is the interesting part. It looks like the chains broke. I don't know if he's walking of his own free will or if we're seeing him being, like, chained by these guys right now. Why don't we read the next chapter and find out? Let's just read the next chapter and find out. All right, our next chapter is Dawn Breaks on the Unyielding Fog of Night. Young one, how is the view? Don't patronize me. This darkness is a little different from the light of day. Of course, you are the chief of the Bakiraka after all. I spoke carelessly. A dark night, the moon a drawn bow lighting the heavens from sea where sun has sunk. Cometh beast in chains bound, wreathed in white mist's haze. Was it General Diber? Just like your fortune-telling predicted. But I do not understand. What is this supposed wooden horse? It appears to travel alone, but it looks like a Western warship. Could it be that they intend to invade Kushan seas? Are they perhaps the Falcon's creatures? The Falcon. Young one,
Falconia is so many leagues removed from this place. It feels somewhat improbable. So then, it is a ship of refugees fleeing the phantasmal demons, is it not? You might be right. But General... Oh? We may need to be ready for anything. But dispatching our forces like this is overly dramatic. Have you caught wind of something? No. You've ensnared something already, haven't you, High Sorcerer? Nothing eludes you, young one. It is my duty to inspect the catch. Yeah! Speak of the devil. I don't think the rank and file will measure up, but... Well now. Just what are they stirring up?
Damn, they really do have him in chains. That's why I was like, are the chains broken in that scene? What is actually happening? They are really pulling him out in chains. Fuck. He can break these chains. He can break out of these bad boys, just like we saw the wolf did. He's gonna have to give over control. Because the armor will numb all of that pain while he goes crazy. Oh, sorry, while he goes berserk. Oh, so he's okay. Guts? What? He's just standing there. Gut! Oh, they're trying to bring him down. You know what? This could be his plan as well. He might be allowing this to happen to get captured and taken, because then he gets off the boat arc real quick. He goes, you guys stay on the boat chapter. I'm going to get taken to Falconia. He may be using this as an opportunity to allow himself to get taken prisoner. So then he can get taken right to the source. Taken right to Casca. Maybe. And they don't know it. Just face first, right on the ground. What are you doing? Isidro, what the hell's wrong with you? Get up! Fight! Guts! This isn't you, just cut him up! Guts! Being watched by the crowd. With your sword, it just takes a single... Isidro! And they're just dragging the sword along with it. That hurt, you jerk! Hands off, you goon! It's taking like so many dudes just to drag that sword. Guts! Can't you hear me? I get it. I see how it is. Bastard. Cretin. Dumbass! Isidro. Excuse me. Coming through. Oh, people are noticing. Puck hasn't had much to say or do at the moment. Let's get Puck turning into a silly little guy. Just for a little shot there. Puck is just being chill and observant, I suppose. There we go. This is a surprise. Is that really you? Guts? He came here not knowing? This is a surprise? I thought he would have been like coming aboard specifically because he would know. Saying, hey mate, what's up? Brand on the neck. What? Who? What's going on here? The Kashan Empire is experiencing significant upheaval and they're on edge. I apologize for the rough treatment. The Midlander tongue? Are you... I am Rickett. Due to circumstances, I'm serving in the Kashan Armed Forces, but I'm a Midland man. Yep, I recognized his face, even in the helmet, even in disguise. I mean, it's bloody hard not to. That's our boy. They're so crazy. Alright, so, hey guys, I'm Rickett. I'm also here. Due to circumstances, I'm serving in the Kushan Armed Forces. I never thought I'd come across people speaking my language this far from home. But then you suddenly appeared, a mystery ship in Kushan waters. So, unfortunately for you, we're seizing your vessel. Man, maybe I have missed a couple of chapters. It's been a while. But I thought that the last we saw of Rickett, though, was he slapped Griffith and left. I don't know if there was a connective bit of information about him ending up in here. So the soldiers moved in to capture the Black Swordsman. Clever. I took precautions. Then again, soldiers of this caliber would be nothing to Durga, should he quicken. Most fortuitous, young one. This is quite an achievement. And you called me a simple fortune teller. Oh well. I shall await you in the capital. He may have fallen, he may be rotten, but he was once Ganishka's trusted lieutenant, General Daiba, a man of unknowable depths. And the Black Swordsman. Damn, so they've taken Shirka and she's still in a trance, I think. So she's been disturbed. But they're just laying her down. So they're seizing our vessel. And just having us chill. Let's see what Shirka's getting up to. This is just so interesting. I am excited to see Rickett and Guts interact after so long. To a new continent. To be continued. Alright, well, we're in Kushan waters, so off we go to a new continent. We are not getting taken to Falconia. Alright, our next chapter is Sea's Quivering Surface and Calamitous War's Shadow. Zooming through the spectral plane, we can see there. What? That's right, it's Guts just kind of walking on through. I'm being swept away. Damn, this is crazy. Ah, there we go. There we go. He's being swept away in some sort of daze while he's chained. Shirka comes to the rescue. Shirka? Nice. Oh, the cut transition to like holding the hand to being bound in chains. Holy shit. What was that? Fuck, just like stripped of all of the armor, taken right out of it, and he's a stumpy boy. Jesus. Okay. Silent! That was the name of that guy, that's right, Silent. Of the Bakiraka. What are you doing? What's this thing about Guts being locked up? You must release him from the dungeon at once. I grow weary of this, Rickett. The Black Swordsman, Guts, was his name? We know him well, and how dangerous he is. So leaving him to his own devices is out of the question. It's not just for our safety, but his own. You understand, yes? Daiba. Young Master Silent, Rickett, come with me. Damn, so they've all just surrounded Shirka in the bed. What are we gonna do? She's completely out of it. The sun rose ages ago, but she's not waking up. It's weird. She slipped into the deepest layers. She never bungles it like this, stupid Shirka. Even this girl risked it all for Guts. Astonishing. This young, capable thing of releasing her ethereal body. The Kshatriya of Durga aside, the martial potential of these people should I be able to command them. But pardon me, we were being led to the palace when... Peace. We were a bit rough on you before, but I have something to discuss. I am to understand that you set out from some fairy island far from here, that it dissolved like foam on the sea over the course of but a single night.
fleeting spume, a fairy tale. Young master, we too know what it's like to lose a home, to roam without aim. Forgive me. So this is the girl who can rein in the beast. Oh, as Ganishka's general, I faced but one man equal to me in battle. It surprised me at the time, as I had a whole host of Daka and Pishaka. Water under the bridge now. Call it a draw. They fought each other. Diber and Guts? Young master, these people are all of great interest to me, well versed in the dark arts. What say you? Shall I take them under my wing? Will you give them over to me? Do as you like.
Man, I forgot about the whole witch gang. I forgot about the witch gang. I forgot about the one that's just total bait on the page. Under his wing. What will become of us now? Yeah, this is such an interesting development for this group to be taken in, and it's like such an interesting point in the Berserk story as well, because in terms of its continuation, people are very curious about what's going to take place. Like, are we going to like try and push along the story to hit certain narrative beats and try and see things through to a conclusion? Obviously, to do that, you can't really skip over things. You still have to go through where the general idea for the story was headed. So it's really fascinating that we're getting something like this, and it's exciting too because we're getting a new continent, we're getting new world building coming into the story here. And that's the thing about this world, is there's so much layered depth to all of the different, like, there's cities and governments and the political standpoint of all of these different factions, and then how they're going to connect with this kingdom of Griffiths, of Falconia. It's just, yeah, it's bittersweet. It does feel bittersweet to read. I struggle when I'm thinking about reading through this stuff, because you know that it would be different. You know that it wouldn't be the same. There'd probably be some more dialogue. There'd probably be like more conversations. It would be, we're like that literal split in the fork of the timeline of consuming the Berserk stories. Is we're consuming a whole different version of what it would be. That's an interesting thing that I struggle to get out of my head sometimes when I'm reading this new stuff. It's something to come to terms with. It just feels a little different. It's really great to see the continuation. However, we just gotta hopefully all live to see the end of Berserk one day. You know what I mean? Will we see the end of Berserk one day? Some sort of conclusion. It's already been, you know, almost 40 years. Which is crazy to say. Hold on, please wait. What? If you have business with us, send an envoy. I'm grateful that you've taken us weary travelers in and guaranteed our safety, but what do you mean by giving us over to him? It seems you still don't understand. In stormy seas, your ship drifted into Kashan waters, and your travels came to an end. You are now refugees. Custom dictates that you will serve in our military. That is all. Indeed, young master. Now, you may roll your eyes all you like, but over many moons does the twisting of reason set the world teetering on the brink. We, fated to be the sport of demons, find ourselves gathered in this place. What would you call it if not good fortune, young master? These people should get to hear us out, if only by virtue of who they are. Ha! Very well. Come along. Oh my god. Puck is saying words. Droppy, hey. What's gonna happen, do you think? Like I'd know. Oh, you're no fun. Shut up. Sorry. May I? I knew it was you, Puck. I'm glad. It's me, Rickett. Haven't seen you since Master Godot's cave. Oh, you know him? So he's just like this. Huh, I see. Do you seriously not remember? There's something I'd like to ask if that's alright. Why don't I see Casca anywhere? Didn't she set off for your home on Elf Island together with you and Guts? Speaking of Guts, what is... No, never mind. It has to have been Griffith. But how? Why? Man, this is fascinating. What's going on with Puck? Puck's like... totally gone. Just cold, blank stare. Doesn't even acknowledge him. That's my boy Rickett. What are you doing? Crazy. On our big widespread page. Considering the circumstances, I'll give you the unvarnished truth. We Kushan are recruiting troops and stockpiling arms. We're going to war. War? Yes. I suspect you know with whom. The Falcon of Light. And Falconia. Okay, so we're gearing up for Kushan versus Falconia. The Falcon has the power to change the world down to its fundamental principles, and yet he leads the Band of the Falcon in suppressing the demons run rampant outside the capital's walls, ever expanding his borders of the city. Now we've received reports of the Falcon's vanguard forces spotted at the Kushan Empire's western borders. Do you know what this means? He fears that which lies beyond his reason, beyond the demonic. That is why Elf Island was wiped out. We are next, and there is not a moment to lose. We move to attack the Falcon of Light. Damn, okay, so we're getting taken over to the Kushan continent, conscripted into the military as refugees. Rickett included in this one, and they are going up against Falconia and the Falcon of Light. Now that's one hell of a move. Interesting. To be continued. Alright, so I needed to refresh myself, because not only has it been a while, but I was also like, where did Rickett go after he slapped Griffith in the face? He did have this whole encounter with Silet and the Bakiraka, and then there was the goddamn incredible fight with this, with our dark being here. And then we had this amazing moment where Rickett said, "Goodbye, you fucking asshole." And then he's gone off with Erica. So they all together have gone off. So he's left Falconia. That was how that happened. That was a long time ago. You know, this was chapter like 340. So this was well over 30 chapters ago, which in the context of Berserk is crazy, because not only did we read this in January of 2023, this part of the story, chapter like 340-ish, like around that, volume 38 when that came out, that was in 2016 in Japanese. And so where we are now is many, many years later. It's crazy how long the story goes for. They're like, wait, what happened like 8 years ago in the story? That's what happened 8 years ago. And now it's at a point where it's like, oh, this story is 9 years old. This volume 38 is 9 years old. Yeah, cool. Yeah, time. It moves. It moves all right. So that was the refresher that I needed. After that declaration of war, we are now at episode 377, which is a viper in one's bosom. What the heck are those? We've got war elephants. There are demons walking around. That's dangerous. Those are elephants. They're docile, strong, and dependable creatures. Please observe. Our common sense doesn't apply here. The Kushan live in a completely different world. Apart from skin and language, we're still human beings at heart. Comrades. Huh. Is that the case? But there are no spirits. Everyone. We are outsiders to the Kushan people, but we have been allowed to settle our roots in this land. However, we are those who aspire to the way of sorcery. Newer forget. I feel like this says never forget, but it says newer forget. I'm going to say never forget. That's a little bit of a translation error. Never forget the Elf Island lives and breathes on in your hearts. Mr. Rickett, I would like to thank you again for taking us who had lost our roots. Oh, no, I didn't do anything. We who have lived as magicians in the land of the astral world for so long have become far too detached from this world. I don't know what we would be doing right now if it weren't for you. Yet another lecture. Now, Morda, where are you off to? Phew. Off she goes. I'm worried about teacher. Everyone, you will come with me. Yes, Lady Farnese. Sir Rickett, take care of Sir Magnifico. We will return to the palace ahead.
Attack the Falcon of Light.
So soon. Too early. The battle is about to break out. No one can go against the tide. I'm sure everyone will be swallowed up. Guts. Behold the present great Kushan Emperor and his parade. He is also the chairman of the current Kurultai. What is this Kurultai, I must ask? It's no wonder you don't know. It's the name of the highest summit that is held in secret in our Kushan Empire. Kushan is a vast multiracial nation comprising of a multitude of races. The heads of the various clans will meet and decide on policies for the country as a whole based on their views. I love being like, it's a multiracial nation comprising of a multitude of races. Yes, that's what a multiracial nation is. I feel like that maybe this chapter just has some poor translation, sadly. I see. So a military summit in preparation for war. Yes. The consensus is that Ganishka lost because he neglected Kurultai with his dictatorship, so we cannot make the same mistake again. Silas, there's only one thing on my mind. You Kushans lost your previous great emperor, and shortly after, you also faced the disaster of the world, caused by the great wave of the astral world. Despite that, to my eyes, the people, the land, the military, the law, everything appears to be at peace. Could you explain it? Where exactly does your strength originate from? It's time. Since ancient times, we have lived through the upheavals of our leaders being overthrown in ugly disputes. We have continued to walk on a long and thick history of wars. Now the difference is in the number of piled-up corpses. Not one of us would kneel to those evil man-eating demons. That's the answer. That's right. Kushans have long been and are still a formidable adversary in our world. They all show battle experience. All by myself in the middle of enemy lines. My innards grow cold. Silat, what should I do? You're the only one who knows what's going on in the West. You're royalty. You have a right to a say. I don't want to pressure you, but I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts on how to bring down the Falcon of Light. I understand. The fellow men of the Kushan have gathered. I hope this occasion will be a glorious opportunity for us all. Thus, the Kurultai shall begin. Young man, I happen to overhear. I have a bad feeling about this Kurultai. It will not end amicably. That suits me well. It's like they're just waiting for something to break here. Before that, my new great emperor, I have something to say if you don't mind. Head of the Northern Clan, I'll permit you to speak. Looking back, it would not have been possible in our time, in the time of our previous emperor, for the heads of all of our clans to gather together in one place. This will be a historic Kurultai. Still, despite that, I'm sensing some unworthy company lurking about this hallowed ground. Don't you think so, young head of the Bakiraka? This guy. Bakiraka, were you aware? Assassins for a living. I thought they were assassins. Assassins, you hear? Inauspicious. Are they here? Exclude. They should be excluded. Right, we should. Get rid of them right now. What is happening? Heads, please hold your decision. I ask you, why have we gathered here? Is it to argue over trivial matters? No, it is not. It is to decide the future of the Kushan. Blaming and denouncing is a futile dispute.
It is only a hindrance to the discussion. Don't you think so, head of the Northern Clan? Silence! As one would expect, the General's reasoning is sound. That is right. We have always been divided, but now it is time for us to unite, to bring down the demons of Fantasia, and by extension, the Falcon of Light. Head of the Northern Clan, please refrain from making any comments that might delay the discussion. And the men of the Bakiraka, you may remain here. There is no need for you to leave. But alas, the dignity of the Kushans has been shattered by the negligence of Ganishka. There is only one thing we can do against the monsters and demons. We must unite our military might and use it against them. That being said, we have been outsiders for so long that we know nothing of the circumstances that led to the present. Wizard General Diver, will you teach us how this all came to be? Well then, may my old bones speak for a moment. What in the... Is that really the truth, Diver? Total destruction by the terrible Emperor, Falcon of Light, and Falconia the World, Twin Tree, but those branches in the sky. Every last one of them. That Diver, what an imprudent guy. Daka, Pishaka, and a demon womb, hiding your inhuman and heinous deeds from us, you forked tongue. If so, all right. What are you trying, head of the Bakiraka? I would like to make a direct and simple request. To defeat the Falcon of Light. This Silet asks for you to grant me the rank of general and a right to command the entire Kushan army. There will be no tomorrow for us without the downfall of true evil, the Falcon of Light. We, who are well versed in military and magic arts, we will be able to stand up to them. I humbly request. Do not be deceived, people. These guys have been extremely suspicious for a while now. They intend to trick us with their sophistry. You too, my great emperor. Don't lend your ear to them, or are you planning to become their puppet? That's an insult. Yes, you have said too much, head of the North Clan. Insult? Oh, God. How did those form? Head of the North Clan on your back. An insult? That man seems... This evil prana. Impossible. Oh no, get away from him! What the fuck? Wow. He's like shattering with spikes shooting out of him? Did you just sense a disturbance of odd? Lady Farnese, where are you going? Oh, shit's going down in the sky. I'll have to make sure of it quickly. The brand starts to bleed on Gut's neck. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He makes his return. The last time we saw the Kushan, like I said when I briefly rechecked that chapter, included this fucker. And he still lives. Wow, that is some persistence. Exiled intrudes the beginning of a tragedy. Wow. Continued in the next issue. So he was like within his body. Some nice little possession there. That's crazy. And I thought Rickett had rocket launched him to death. It's not so simple when you defeat some sort of shadow. Let's see what's next. Next, chapter 378. Uninvited Assassin. Ah, Northern Chief. No, get away from him. Crazy. Watch out, something's taking flight. Well, this is where the Bakiraka goes to prove himself as the capable leader of the Kushan army, right? He's gonna finish him for good this time. This time he has two masks. A spectre. Rakshas. That's right, that's his name, the Return of Rakshas. The first the exiled Bakiraka. And now one of the Falcon of Light's apostles and assassin. The Falcon of Light? What am I? Mini Kushan. This is not the Falcon City. The young master. I remember. Back then, Yet I live. How? Run! Out of my way! Be quiet!
Wow. It's crazy that I'm like, I need to go back into the story and be like, what happened with Rika and the Kashan again? Because it was a really long time ago, and really long time ago in like real life publication, like I was talking about. And then not only does he show back up, but you have to think about the last time we saw this guy on the page in publication history was 9 years ago. Yo. No wonder he's got memory problems. He's like, what the hell? How long has it been? Jesus.
Whoa, you have help? Indeed. The young master's soldiers. The young master's followers. Soldiers disguised as servants.
Nice.
Your Majesty, this way. Get him out of here. Rakshas, prepare yourself. The brute's an apostle, a phantasmagoric warrior capable of facing down 1,000 men. Don't get careless just because we have him outnumbered. Concealing his troops. That's the young master I know. Keep your composure. He might try something.
Oh, he will try something. Damn, he got AoE attacks like crazy. He's screeching.
What is this prana? It couldn't be. The astral gates. As a tornado forms from the skies above. It got cloudy all of a sudden and... Huh?
Yeah, there we go. It's demon time, baby. Demon time on the streets of Kashan.
Yeah, is that a tornado?
Oh, yeah, it's been a while since we've had a demonic spread, hasn't it? You guys are not panicking enough, especially this guy. He's like, wow, that's pretty gross.
Well, that's disgusting. You guys need to fucking run.
You're just gonna stand there.
What is this, some kind of cute little animal? Ah!
I can hear it. Everyone in the city is radiating dread and terror. And negative emotions. Master Shiaka's spirit still wanders the depths, so it's up to me. Oh my god. Farnese's taking up the mantle. Maybe. Oh yes, here we go. Serpico. Serpico to the rescue.
Lady Farnese.
Serpico, you saved me.
Lady Farnese, are these beasts?
Yes, they may look different, but they are likely trolls. Ethereal beings who have taken fleshly form. The Cliphoth domain is manifesting once again. And it's been a couple of years. Don't know how to pronounce that word anymore. What did we settle on? Clithoth? Clithoth?
Inside the castle?
Yes, the heart of its odd is not far. We must hurry.
This is beyond the abilities of a dumb apostle. The power to summon a mass of demons of this magnitude must be... It must be... Young master. Oh, the war elephants have been unleashed. Hey-ah! Not the magical beasts too! They're out of control!
We're about to get some demonic elephants.
Huh. This will do. Rakshas! Yes. This will do.
Bloody hell. To be continued. We have Guts totally sidelined, sweating himself silly, locked in a jail cell, no armor to be found. We have Shirka roaming the astral world way too deep. Farnese and Serpico are going to have to try and pull something. Rakshas returns, Silent versus Rakshas, and everybody's potentially fucked. Yeah, I don't think we're in a good state to wage war with Falconia right now, so let's jump into the next chapter and see what happens. Our next chapter, 379, Those Who Dance Through the Depths of Hell. The evil swelling in the city closes in on its people. Jesus, they're like, some of them are foaming at the mouth. Yo, what now? There's a stampede. Over there, Droopy. Droppy. The people's odd is less dense there. Ah, hold on. You getting us cornered in some back alley now? Stop, Droppy. Jesus. The hell are those? They're trolls. I don't really get it, but they have the same kind of odd. Trolls? Downtown? Shit, they're coming. He is coming in. Let's go. Is his name like Azan? He's gonna actually do something?
Boy, are you unharmed?
Uncle Mustache!
Nay, I am the Black Mustached Knight.
Come on, we finally get like a little bit of that like cheeky, funny imagery, and Puck's not included. I'm really missing the silly Puck. Puck has been either silent or serious at the moment, and I need my little boy back. I need my little guy who's just, where's Yoda Puck? Where's my little chestnut? I need him. Why isn't he drawn on this page? What are they doing? What are they doing to my little boy? The alley is narrow. Get back, boy.
You've brought your bags, I see. Planning on skipping town, were you?
It's not like that. I'm taking a trip. Solo travel. Haha. I could join you, roaming the land to grow ever stronger. How about it? Shut up. Puck Spark. Puck is attacking, little guy. What are you standing around for? Run away. You normies gotta get out of here. Ooh. Ooh. Crushed underneath the elephant foot.
What's your next move? This is bad. Once enraged, the magical beasts cannot be contained.
Escape route. We're done for.
Diver, convey my thoughts to those within the castle.
No. Expand your telepathy to the entire city. Do it now.
What's this all of a sudden? Now is hardly the time for jokes, young master.
Hurry!
Only a great sorcerer like you could do it.
Time for some city-wide telepathy.
Listen. Citizens, hear me.
Telepathy? Is it that arrogant guy I hear?
At this very moment, we are besieged. A surprise attack by an assassin sent by the Falcon of Light. But do not fear. We are a people of war.
Young Master? I can hear the Young Master's voice. Silent.
We are Kushan.
Makto Ate.
Draw your swords.
Gepla Gedula.
Reolam. And
holy shit. Whoa.
The trolls are being doused with light.
This is the array of the 4 cardinal points. Magic to destroy evil and exorcise demons. Okay, I guess he said and then whoosh, that happened. I was waiting for a dialogue follow-up. The dialogue gets spaced out quite far sometimes across some pages, so I'm like, all right, we'll keep going, Get a little lost. I don't think I used to get this lost.
The power of light to exorcise the demons. They're everywhere.
Serpico using the power of wind.
Oh, Fantasia and Serpico, I should have known.
Indeed, we've come to sweep your quarters.
My countrymen, fight!
Give it your best shot.
This is war! Fight!
He doesn't like that.
How? The magical beasts have already been brought under my control. In the very same moment that I engaged my telepathy. Wasn't easy.
Nice. Sliced him through the mask.
No resistance. He's turned to shadow once more. You're not getting away, Rakshas! Young master! This way lies. No!
Oh, God. All the decapitated heads.
Hither in yon light, only light. Somewhere dark. Where is the dark? Oh!
Oh, shit. Where is the dark? He's just gonna go into the cell where Guts is. Yeah, well, I guess that's the dark. Well, oh my God.
There you are, at last.
Seeking darkness, the demon of the night comes. So Raksha is like desperate to try and get away, find some darkness. And what does he come across? Just our boy. What happens next time? Let's find out. We're now in chapter 380, which is titled Shadows Die Twice. We've got a Sekiro chapter right now. Let's get into it as the fighting continues.
The slaying of demons in the capital.
Farnese had to come to our rescue again. We've got to get our act together.
Look now. This light, it's not something we Kushan possess. With this light in hand, we could challenge even the Falcon of Light.
Ah, the witches. Yes. Witches plus Kushan. They all did pretty good. The Kushan and the guys from Elf Island. For real. At this rate, Guts won't even have to clean up. Oh. Guts! Yeah. Puck just went, oh yeah, wait a minute. What the fuck?
Boy, why do you stand idle? We must be off.
Aw, dude.
There you are, at last.
Ding, 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 ding. Cutting off all of the bars.
My angel of death.
Oh. Now comes a sword. Oh, nice. Silent in heavy pursuit. Right for the neck. Surely this has to be when he's most vulnerable and unexpected as he's going for Guts.
Well done, young master.
And then, like, turns into goop and crashes on the ground. Is he finally gone? Like, the decapitation right at that moment of vulnerability? His Guts and Silent come face to face.
You.
Been a while. Been a fucking while. Just some small amount of time.
Why? Why did you just sit there? Young master! Answer me, you cur! Young master, don't! Oh, Tapasa, get the young master to safety! Why did you welcome death? Answer me, Guts!
This is actually fucked. So, like, crazy to have the story of just Guts completely sidelined and defeated at the moment. Rickard! Oh my god, there she is. Erica! Rickard! I was looking for you. Are you hurt? No, I'm fine.
A younger sister?
But Silat's telepathic message. Will this become a war zone too? Will we have to flee for some other land again? Oh, there we go. Over there. Is she finding her way back? Finding her way back? Oh, she's just continuing to search for Casca this whole time. Wow. I will find you, Miss Casca. Shika's gone far. Right. I see. Because this looks above the Kashan temple, but then it's like it spreads so far. She's going through like the roots of the tree in the sky, searching in Falconia. She won't stop till she finds Casca. Her thoughts turn to distant Falconia, to be continued. Chapter 381, let's go. We're now reading A Crescent Moon Shines on the Exile's Back. Phew. Exemplary work, Lady Farnese. It's not over. We could do nothing faced with that demon. Our chiefs and generals have all been killed. Dude's just smoking the pipe. The Falcon of Light's assassins, if they come for us again, we will have no recourse, and eventually we'll all be massacred. What a disaster they've regressed to cravens as if under the old Emperor's reign of terror. If our leaders are in this state, well, the situation's taken a turn for the worse, huh? Oh, Farnese, your magic won the day, and you go without even a word of thanks. Stand tall. Be proud. An incantation? They've come. They look like Kushan monks. What you hear is a particular tongue for reciting sutras. Monks? Whoa, okay. Big boy's up and at 'em. Guts, why is he here? Nay, they are not monks, but sorcerers. It happened without us realizing it, but we're being swept away. Are we already subject to whatever this old schemer is planning? What's the meaning of this? Release it! Silat? They are Brahmin. Not even royalty may easily approach them. Not to mention that you are in the presence of the Emperor. Don't try anything funny. Guts. Did they drug him? He must be under their spell. A spell. Guts. He feels it. He's there. Hold up, monster man. Isidro. Young man, do you know where you are? Shut up. Who's the boy? Diber? Throw him out. As you command.
Don't you try to sweep this under the rug. What are you going to do to Guts? Ahem. An immense calamity has befallen us. It has taken the lives of a great many people within the city. Ergo, I wish to lead the monks in rites of mourning for the departed, sudden and selfish though it may be. Very well, I am not heartless. Cremate the bodies. But Diber, who is this one-armed, one-eyed fellow? Not a monk, surely. This one is not a monk, rather a criminal, burdened by karma. Karma? A criminal? In his current state, he is lost, adrift. General Diber, no one understands our situation better than you, so be rid of this sinner. Imprison him, execute him, whichever you please. This man, you see, he invites evil and catastrophe. He's the one who turned our city into a sea of blood. He brought hell here. Diber, please. What? No, speak. There's a mark on his neck. He's the bearer of a cursed brand. It is an infernal totem that expunges life and draws demons in. A mark most sinister. Infernal totem? Truly? Then Rakshas and the Preta were lured here by that man? I will ask you once again, lopping his head off would be easy enough, but not even I know what would happen. Should I still dispose of him? No, away with him now! Cast him in chains at the far end of the world! That's right, it was all him! Begone, vile demon! Never show yourself here again! As you command.
Sent away. Oh, that is a great panel.
The brand. The cursed mark. Mother of disaster and bringer of devils. If that's true, Guts is no longer a worthwhile war asset. It couldn't be.
Ooh, going back into the goddamn demon womb.
Young master will follow wherever Guts and Diber go.
Huh. Shirka, you're sleeping like the dead, even through that uproar. Cheeky of you. By the way, Mulder, when's dinner? You just ate. Oh, did I? Oh, Isidro's following too. What lies ahead? Oh my god, the fact that I'm one chapter away from being caught up, and this is where we are. This is where we are. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Here we are with a new episode of the world's greatest fantasy comic. What lies ahead for Guts and the Kushan monks? Awaited the world over, volume 43, releases August 29th. So it must be... This must be the final chapter of volume 43. So we've basically read volume 43 in this one. Episode 382, Tomb. And this is the current chapter that is out at the moment. There is a new one coming out next month. They keep their footing pretty well, even in the dark. They're just keeping him in some kind of trance the whole time, forcing him to walk ahead. Where is the Berserker armor and his equipment and his sword? I guess just kept there? That's gotta come up. I wonder if where the hell is Skull Knight? Skull Knight shows up when shit gets real bad for Guts and goes, I'll get you out of this. They last had an encounter on Elf Island and a bit of a conversation. Skull Knight's surely got to show up again at some point. He's going to be like, well, fuck. He's kind of screwed.
Young master, I hear only high priests may enter the lands beyond here. the internment grounds. If we are to turn back, do so now.
Yep, no turning back. So the Bakuraka follow with Isidro and Puck coming along as well with General Azan, our black-mustached knight. Man, the gang's getting super split up.
Oh, it's you lot.
Don't startle me like that.
Surprising. You don't even know where we're headed. The folly of youth.
Jeez. What's that?
A holy burial ground, ancient and forgotten. A stupa. Here. Yes.
Huh?
Ooh, secret door. Tapasa.
Oh, they're helping out to get the doors open. So this is, we're gonna seal Guts away in here? They forcefully move him in here.
Oi! Foolishness. Sealed within the stone to rot and die. So he goes. Nay, he passes on.
Yes, Puck sees it. Go on. Guts. Will Guts simply accept death in this place? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah. This is crazy. We get off Elf Island and it's just like, oh my god. Casca's been taken. Griffith and Zod have flown away with her to Fantasia. It's gonna be like, let's figure out how to get back there. And this Kushan element to like have this Kushan army want to go to war with Falconia, but then they're like, yeah, let's put Guts in a goddamn tomb. So since Casca gets taken away and that revelation with Griffith being the Moonlight Boy, he's just broken. I'm really curious about where Guts is going from this point. Because clearly this can't be it. I was wondering if Puck was going to fly in after him, you know, and kind of mimic when they were together early on in the Black Swordsman arc. I'm just very curious about where this is going, but I can't believe this is where we're at now. It's like, goddamn. Because you want the story to progress, you want to know how it's going to get there, and it's very interesting, like these chapters, they feel both slow moving, but also really quick at the same time, because there's much less dialogue, and the writing isn't as strong, and that's kind of unfortunate, you know? The artwork's, you know, it's good. The artwork's good. And it's complicated. It's a very complex thing reading this. It felt weird to return naturally to get back into this type of like manga read, but it feels very strange. I'm really aching to know what will happen. So we'll have to see how we go in chapter 383, which is crazy. And then wait however many months for the next one. But I think this is the end of volume 40. What was it? It was volume 43 3, which is crazy. One hell of a ending for a volume. The only thing I could really ask for is a speed up of the output, but when it comes to Berserk, that's a lot to ask for. This is kind of blowing me away that I've read a whole volume now, and I'm like, we've barely seen any Falconia, so Shirka's looking for Casca. She's the one getting shit done. But this group is so heavily split up. Guts is just getting sealed away. Everyone's sort of resigned to it, like nobody's really putting up much of a fight, because I don't think they can or they're capable of it. I'm really not sure what's going on with Puck. I miss how Puck was written before this, and I mentioned that before. He doesn't have much going on, so he's just kind of saying only serious. I need silly Puck. I need him to give some like lightweight, humor to the situation sometimes. It's complicated. It's definitely like bittersweet to read through post-Mira chapters, because you're definitely seeing, like, there are moments where I am looking at some panels being like, this probably wouldn't be drawn this way. Which I'm not like too fussed about that. I think I'm mourning the lack of dialogue. There's just very simple dialogue and words and things that they say. I think that's the part that I'm struggling with, like just reading out very like disconnected pieces of dialogue. That's my main issue, I think. That it's very much like we're just kind of going through a picture book with a couple of like phrases and dialogue at certain points, and just having like I said, the art tell the story. And that makes me miss like a level of depth to the character interactions and the story that's going on. That part really sucks about continuing it on. You know what I mean? Like it's really a surface level continuation, and I guess that's what we were told to expect. They just like, we got to see this through, not add too many things, have a general idea of where the story's going. So like, I'm grateful for that element, but it is complex to process. But alas, that is chapter 382, Tomb, and that is me caught up on Berserk once again. So like, with that in mind, this is the crazy part. I haven't read Berserk in almost 2.5 years, and we've just read enough chapters to be one volume, When will the next volume be released? In another 2 years? Oh, guys. And I'm a new fan who started reading this. I get really sad thinking about the amount of people that have been reading and maybe have been fans of Berserk since the late 80s, since the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s. And how many of those fans don't even get to live to see this? How many fans passed away even before Miura's passing and didn't even get to see his final chapters? Like, that's the curse of something so long running. And it's a world that's so rich that it definitely makes those hiatuses with the manga feel so incredibly painful, because it's a really good world, a really good story, and these characters that we form such attachments to, and I just want more. And that's the painful part. We'll see what happens in chapter 383. I may wait for more chapters collectively to then do our next follow-up video. It's been a little weird to return, as I've said, but I hoped you enjoyed another episode of the Berserk manga read-through. We'll see when the next one drops, and then we'll see if Guts simply accepts his death in this place. There's only waiting until the next and future chapters of this story. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode of the Berserk manga read-through, and I will see you next time.